Is it recording? I think it is. Hello, friends, boys and girls, men and women. Is it well? You can see my art around here. Is a lot more that I can show you later. But particularly in relation to art, I like to mention the visually the fundamental. Uh, no, for example, but I don't know, man, because I have to look at the camera here. I don't know how it comes out. So anyway, the you imagine a line, a line. Actually, it's hard for me because I learned this in Spanish. Una línea recta, a straight line, línea recta, straight line. Now, that is totally imaginary because in the physical world there is nothing like a straight line. Why? Because everything is pulled by the force of gravity. So therefore, there is nothing straight. There cannot be a straight line because anything straight get bended by gravity, right? I mean, that's the physics we accept since Einstein. 19, I don't know, 19, some years like that. So, therefore, a straight line is an imaginary concept. Okay, we accept that, right? We accept that it's not straight lines in the universe, as we know it. Because, as far as we know, everything in the universe is bodies that bend matter because of the force of gravity. That's what we know. Okay. But imaginarily, ever since the Egyptians and the Greeks, I don't know how many other civilizations, they conceived of that notion of a straight line. You can have a straight line. Good, good. That's all good. You can have a straight line, imaginary. Good. And if you can have a straight line, you can have two straight lines, right? You have one, and you have two. That's called parallel. You have parallel lines. Good, good. We all agree. So parallel. That's parallel lines. Right. Now, so you have parallel lines, and then what's the first geometrical figure that happened? Right? So we agree, we all agree that you have a line, you have two lines, fine. Now, is there a way that we can connect those two lines? Well, the only way is with a third line. A third line. So we have one line, two lines, and a third line. And that becomes what is known as a triangle. El triángulo, the triangle, which is the first geometrical figure, right? Because a line is not a geometrical figure. A parallel line is also not a geometrical figure. Yeah. The only way to have a geometrical figure is to add a third line, and that becomes a triangle. All right. Everybody in agreement? Who? I don't know. Okay. What time? Oh, all right. No, give me a minute because yeah, I'm online right now. Well, I mean, coming for dinner. But anyway, the okay. Puerto Rican dinner. I love it. I love it. So I have to be quick because I have to go read. So anyway, so you have a triangle, right? Which is two lines, three lines. That's a triangle. I don't have enough. Make it a triangle. But you get the idea. You don't know what a triangle is. Okay. All right, that's a triangle. Now, the first notion of a triangle, the first triangle, is actually, oh man, something happened on my screen. I think I have to fix it. I don't know. So anyway, the is a equilateral triangle, but equilateral triangle we mean that the three lines have the same length, right? Boom, boom, boom. So, oh, okay, I can do it. I can do it. I mean, it looks like a heart, but that's not what I mean. I mean to that's a triangle right there. Assume that all the lines have the same distance. It's called equilateral. Equilateral. It's a Greek word anyway. It's not even an English word, not Spanish. It's I think it's Greek. Equi means equal. Lateral. It's yeah. Every side is the same length, right? Now, and by every side being the same length, every angle, all right, which is three angles, are also the same. So the equilateral triangle has a particularity that every side has the same length and every angle is the same. Now, what happens if you introduce a slight modification? So, for example, you modify only one of the lines. For example, you make this one here, bigger. But making one line bigger, you modify the whole structure. Yeah, everything modifies. Well, no, actually, these two lines can become the same, right? But they flatten. But this became longer and longer and longer. And then every angle also modifies. So, the size became the same, right? The bottom line amplifies, grows, and the three angles they all modify all over. So, and actually you can go like that and becomes a line again, right? So it's a line again, and then you go up like that to infinity. Actually, it can be infinite, and then you can go like that, and then the triangle becomes a straight line, but in a different direction. Right? It used to be this one line. You make it into a triangle. You close the triangle. It becomes one horizontal line. You bring it up again. You close it again. Now the three lines are again one line, but now it's vertical instead of horizontal. Right? Horizontal. This is vertical. Okay. Let's open up again. And as you see, the triangle can have infinite variations, and the angles of the triangle continue changing. Now, that's two-dimensional. Como se dice, pum and pum. Two-dimensional. That's two-dimensional, right? A triangle is two-dimensional. It's pum and pum. That's a triangle. Now, what happens if we add a third dimension, which is depth? And then the triangle becomes a pyramid, right? Because the pyramid has a depth. Oh man. So, what we're studying in two dimensions, ancho y largo, no, in English is, I don't know, length and width, something like that. Um, Now, if you put it into triangle, someone sent a message. If you put it into third dimension, right? Like we are, so we are not flat. We're not flat. We look flat. We look flat in a picture. You look flat, but we aren't. We are actually three dimensional. So matter for the most part, as far as I know, is three dimensional. And so the triangle is a figure of the imagination. Good. What happens, what occurs in nature, because nature is not two dimensional. It's multi-dimensional. And let's start just by well, already discussed the two dimensions, which is ancho y largo, no? Boom, that's two dimensions. That's a triangle. We got that. Now, let's introduce the third dimension. The third dimension is depth. So, that you're not flat screen. That, for example, the difference between movies and theater. In theater, you have real beings, three-dimensional, different the flat screen. Right? That's important. It's very important because Shakespeare, obviously, very important. And so now we're talking about pyramids. So the pyramid, but I don't think that they can actually describe just talking, well. But I challenge you to construct it, to see in your mind, because I don't like the you know what? I'm gonna another light, and then people become stupid because they can't think anymore. You're gonna conceive. You're gonna go, so you're gonna light. I give you another light. I give you another. No. I challenge you to think. Conceive in your mind. What is a pyramid? And a pyramid. Now we discuss a triangle, right? Now the pyramid has 1, 2, 3 sides, but it's in space. It's not in a plane. It's in space. And the bottom, right? There's a 3-sided pyramid. All right. So anyway, it's amigos, friends and friends. I don't think I can carry longer without showing pictures and stuff. It's become very difficult when we start to conceive imaginarily a pyramid, and things like that, and then many multi-dimensional objects like an hexagon, octagon, and actually in space, not just in the plane, and which eventually becomes a sphere, and then discusses sphere, and how the sphere creates gravity, and things like that. So I don't think I can do it without some visual aid. So I'm gonna work on creating a presentation, and then we'll record again. Love you. Voy a tu lado. Voy a patrocinar el preso. ¡Ah! Dale.